Hi, my name is Julie and welcome to my second speed paint video. I call this piece Pyro, and I'm sure that some of you are looking at it going, Pyro? But there's no fire, and I get it. Yeah, I will explain a little bit more on that towards the end. I really wanted to focus on making this a little more of a line art heavy piece than the first one I did, Dazed. I wanted to try to go back to a older style art that I did before I started digital art. I was more of a traditional artist, and this is kind of my foray into this new medium. I wasn't sure what composition I wanted, but I did know what concept of the girl I was wanting to go with. I settled on a bust of the character instead of a full length or trying to add all these details, and I chose the bust of the character because I wanted to focus a lot more on this piece, and it works better with a smaller portion than a bigger portion. And I wanted to kind of flesh out a lot of these ideas that I had and really bring some detail to this piece. I really took my time with my lasso tool. I learned that if I didn't, my flats would be a mess under my line art, and if I wanted not use my line art, say if I wanted to erase it, like hide my line art or delete it completely, my flats would have this jagged and horrible hard edge, and I would have to like go through and fix all the little divots and cracks and things like that I find, or where the color spilled over into some area that it wasn't supposed to, so you'd have to go back and fix all that, and it's just not very conducive to time. Time management is also a portion of this that I need to learn, and being quick in a speed painting is a practice skill. A lot of you, like I said earlier, so we're gonna go back to my thumbnail about the why I call this piece Pyro. And in my head I hear, where's the fire? I tried to paint a magic looking flame and I failed. I redid it and I redid it until I finally said, you know what, I can't do it right now. Which is funny because like on pencil with paper and my traditional art, I can draw a fire, I can draw a flame, I can make it look perceivable, and I use Copic markers to color it, and it's one of those things that I will have to practice and learn before I can use it in a piece. I did go with a glowing orb instead, and I like the effect it gives. I did a different texture with her hair this time than Dazed. I like the way it turned out. It really looks like she's got this long flowy hair. I like the yellow highlights and the yellow tips that I put throughout it. It kind of makes it really pop, and some of the overlay layers give her hair a lot of fun purple hues. I go over her skin, and I like the color scheme for this, the yellows and the purples, trying to expand my color palette with my art and use some of the color theory that I have learned, in whether it was from family or teachers or school. I decided to use a darker purple overlay and erase it to bring the depth and the shadows into my piece, and it really brought the shirt that she's wearing to life, and I really liked the effect that had. The detail that her shirt seems to have a lot more texture to it, and I didn't really play very much with the clothing on days. Mainly because it wasn't meant to be a focal point. It was supposed to fade into the darkness. Her hair was supposed to be the focal point. Here is my very, very bad attempt at trying to draw fire. Yeah, but you know what? Practice makes perfect. I'll figure it out. Just not in this piece. She's still called Pyro. The name kind of stuck. I like the name Pyro, even if she doesn't happen to be playing fire at the moment. I did go with this crystal orb that glows here in a little bit, and I really like the effect that it gets with the way her hand position was. You can see her fingers through the orb, and it has this really like solid dimensional feel that she's actually holding it, and I like that. I really like that. I'm gonna play a little bit more with some more glowing effect here from this orb. She will have some yellow highlights going over her face and over the gold of her shirt, and it makes her shirt, come to life a little bit more with some detail. I really like the highlights of her eyes. I went with the not perfect white color of her eyes because I find that most aren't perfectly white. There is a few more little finishing touches I do, just a few more highlights here and there. I went with a different, I'm going to darken it up again and try to bring it back a little bit more. And then I changed because I decided it didn't need it. But that is my Pyro, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!